So, if you were like me and many others, then you must have seen something like this. And then you were like, oh my goodness, I need to get them. So, as you can see from the title and thumbnail, there's going to be a Nier collaboration with Punishing Grey Raven featuring 3 limited characters, 2B, 9S, and A2. This collab arrived in about a year after release on the original CN version. Now, I'm not sure if Global will have an accelerated schedule, so hopefully it'll stay same schedule so we have a year to save up. In any case, let's move on. So firstly, we will be assuming that for every character that we get, it will be at max pity, which is 60 pulls per structure, which is the characters obtained. Okay, so this video will be calculating a few things: how much you would need to save and how long to max out all 3 characters to SSS Plus, how much you would need to save and how long to have all 3 characters at their, in my opinion, optimal state. And last but not least, how much you would need to save and how long to have all 3 characters at double S, which is pretty solid, or if A2 is maxed at SSS Plus but the other 2 are at double S. Okay, so there was a lot of S's just now. These are mainly the rankings, aka the dupe system. Maximum is SSS Plus, and any character can go up to that regardless of their starting rarity, but the limited gacha characters 2B, 9S, and A2 will be S rank based characters. Now there is also the weapon banner. Each of these 3 will have their own exclusive weapon, which I would highly recommend getting. Now, I could do some extra calculations for it, but considering the max pity is 30 and it's only 80% to get the weapon, I'll just do a little bit at the end just to give you a little bit of how much you need in total in order to get the 3 as well as their weapons. Alright, so just a few more things to note before we start calculating. If the event stays the same for global, then we will get 1 copy of 9S for free on the 7th day login during the event, and we can farm up to 50 A2 shards in event shop, which is just enough to unlock her straight away through shards only. But since we're going for dupes in this video, instead we will save this 50 for upgrading. Now what this tells us is that if you're just simply going for these characters as their base S rank, then you can skip the first banner, which has A2 and 9S, and wait for 2B's banner, which comes a few weeks after, and then you would have all 3 at base S without having to spend that many black cards. Okay, so speaking of black cards, as you can see on your screen, free-to-play players will be able to gain about 6,000 black cards a month, which equates to 18,000 black cards every 3 months. This is the currency that you would mainly use to pull for characters and or weapons. So for S rank banners, a good example obviously being the Nier Collab, we would need about 15,000 black cards to hit the 60 pity on the banner, which will guarantee us the guaranteed featured. So using this data, assuming that we have 1 year to save up for Nier Collaboration, assuming you don't pull for any banner from release, then we can assume that you will have 72,000 black cards as a free to play. Now they might add extra stuff, but 72,000 would be a pretty solid assumption in terms of how much black cards you would have earned in a year. Alright, now let's move on to the calculations. So in order to max out all 3 characters at SSS Plus, as we've covered earlier, to get SSS Plus, which is the max rarity, we would need 300 total shards, aka 10 dupes, or pull the same character 11 times if you include pulling the character for the first time. Now we've already said that we get 1 copy of 9S and 30 shards for A2. So this leaves us with getting 300 shards for 9S and A2, and 1 copy plus 300 shards for 2B. So to make the calculations easier, we will translate the 1 copy of 2B into 30 shards to calculate the 930 total shards divided by 30 shards per dupe, which equals 31 pitties. Now, considering each pitty is 60 pulls, 31 pitties times 60 pulls totals to 1,860 pulls. Now, we multiply this by the number of black cards required per pull, which is 250, to give us 465,000 black cards. So, as a free-to-play, it's impossible to obtain this number even if you started from launch. But if you wanted to know how long this would take, then we would essentially just divide 465,000 black cards by 72,000 to get approximately 6.5 years. So, that's obviously out of the question. Let's move on to the second. Okay, so the second is all 3 characters in my opinion, at the optimal state. So by this I just mean I checked out what they receive when they rank up to SS, SSS, and SSS Plus, and then with using my personal opinion, I just determine which rarity is best for each character, and I believe A2 is SSS Plus, 2B and 9S is SSS. Now, I'll just put a link in the description for the Google Doc for where I got the information from, which could help you out as well if you want to think for yourself. But in any case, here are the calculations. So we will keep it at the same format as we did for the first one for consistency. So we will need 120 shards for 9S to hit SSS, 1 copy plus 120 shards for 2B to hit SSS, and then the same 300 shards for A2 to be SSS Plus. So again, as per usual, we will translate that 1 copy of 2B into 30 shards for the calculations, which gives us 570 divided by 30 shards to get 19 pitties, and then we multiply that number by 60 pulls to get a total of 1,140 pulls, and then we multiply that by 250 black cards per pull to give us a total of 285,000 black cards. So again, unfortunately, us free-to-play players will not have enough to get the, in my opinion, optimal rank for each characters. But if you wanted to know how long this will take to get 285 black cards, it is about 4 years of saving up. So again, we're gonna be unable to do that. So let's just move on to the, I guess, the most realistic option, option 3. So the third option is all 3 characters at SS, and then we'll add on the side all of them are SS except SSS A2. So for this, to have them all SS, we would only need 30 more shards for 9S, 1 copy plus 30 shards for 2B, and then just 30 more shards for A2, or 300 shards for A2 if you want her SSS Plus. Now we will translate this 1 copy of 2B into 30 shards again as per usual to calculate. So I'm only going to be verbally saying the calculations for all of them at SS. I already have the extra calculations for all SS except SSS plus A2 on your screen. So with all of these shards in mind to have them all double S, it equates to 120 total shards divided by 30 shards per pity to get 4 pities. And then we multiply these 4 pities by 60 pulls to get 240 pulls. And then those 240 pulls multiplied by 250 black cards per pull to give us 60,000 black cards. So this leaves us with 12,000 black cards to spare, and you can use those however you want, either to summon for other characters or even summoning for their weapons. But all in all, in terms of saving enough for SS characters, it is definitely doable, but you may have to sacrifice pretty much everything for the year, as in order for you to save up 60,000 black cards, you would need to save up for 10 months straight without having to summon on anything. So overall, saving for Nier Collab as a free-to-play is definitely possible. It's just that you might be going through quite a bit of hardship saving up all this time. Now, you can alleviate the pain largely by, getting the monthly pack, but of course you wouldn't be free to play anymore. In any case, it's been your boy Nitrostorm. Hopefully you found this data interesting, and hopefully it gave you guys a good idea on how much it takes to save up for specific characters and so on. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.